What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys so very much. Yes, we're into October. We've got over 1,500 shows and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. And we're into Mental Health Awareness Month, all right? We are into October. Today is 10/10, and I've got Ben and Megan from the Terp Nutrition. Hi, you guys. How you guys doing?
Good. Thank you so much for having us. We're so pumped to be here today and can't wait to chat more about mental health.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. Now, where are you guys out of right now?
We're currently living in Scottsdale, Arizona, but we are originally from the East Coast, Northern Virginia area.
Okay.
And we actually did just move to Scottsdale from Los Angeles in January, the beginning of New Year. So we've kind of been all over, but currently are in Arizona.
Yes. Okay, so how did Terp Nutrition come about?
Well, that is a good question. I would say it all kind of stemmed when I was 21 years old, so about eight years ago. I was diagnosed with 2 herniated discs. I had just turned 21 and it all started going downhill.
Oh, wow.
So I got diagnosed with 2 herniated discs, and long story short, I ended up having back surgery, and the doctors were just giving me all sorts of opiates. I mean, I was on painkillers, muscle relaxers, getting cortisol shots. I was doing epidurals. I was doing all different things to kind of help with my pain, and nothing really was truly helping me the way that they wanted it to. Mm-hmm. But most importantly, from all of that, I started really getting into a deep, dark depression. You know, my mental health started to really suffer. And my boyfriend, Ben, we were still dating back then. He really noticed that, and he really was like, you know, your mental health has just been taking a massive toll. And so that's what led him to start doing a lot of research to try to find a more alternative, natural way to help with my inflammation and all the pain that I was having.
So from you guys kind of coming together, you and, you know, Ben coming to you and you kind of telling Ben what's going on, what was the next step as far as creating this company?
Yeah, so the next step at that point, we were both Megan was a elementary school teacher. I was working in a outside corporate sales job, and we started seeing a huge area of improvement in terms of like the CBD space, because research that I was doing really kind of led back to the natural healing properties of the hemp plant, or of CBD specifically. Yeah. And so at that point in Virginia, it was very kind of like taboo to look at cannabis as a way of healing. And so at that point, I saw that there was a huge area of improvement in terms of transparency, because there are no regulations in this industry right now. So a lot of companies were cutting corners at the cost of their customers' health. And so I really found like a drive and a passion to say, okay, I'm going to go into this industry and create a very transparent and quality product that's going to be helping not only my loved ones, but everybody else around them, their loved ones as well.
Okay, so we fast forward and you're developing this amazing product. What was the first challenge that you can remember?
Oh my gosh.
I know there's many.
We had moved out, so, you know, fast forward, that took a while until we actually started wanting to develop a company, and we did move out to Los Angeles, California, which I will say was one of the best things we ever did. You know, we put ourselves in that hub of social media and marketing and so many entrepreneurs and health and wellness. You know, we're surrounded by it. So it was really awesome to be able to learn and grow from a lot of incredible people. With that being said, definitely also faced a lot of obstacles. So I would say one of the first ones.
Probably one of the first ones, especially with getting into like the CBD industry, there's a lot of restrictions in terms of promoting and advertising with CBD specifically, because The hemp plant is still categorized underneath the cannabis family.
Right.
And so when you're doing advertisements on like Facebook or Google even, technically you're not supposed to be allowed to advertise that. So we were getting all of our ads accounts shut down as soon as we put out ads. Our merchant processor, the payment processor that does credit card transactions, most of those won't work with CBD companies either. So there's a lot of just failures at the beginning, but me and Meg always look at failures as more growing pains because we learn from them and continue to overcome those so that we can keep getting better for the next day.
Gotcha. So what are some of the current products that you guys are offering?
We have a lot of different products. So one of my personal favorites is definitely going to be the nightly drops. I rely heavily on them and have used it a lot to track my sleep, and I've found it's allowed me to get into that deep sleep faster and stay into it longer. And I'm a huge advocate for sleep. I truly feel it is the foundation to a successful day and also the foundation to your mental health. You know, whenever we don't get that quality sleep, we're not getting into that deep sleep, it's so much easier for us to have that negative mindset, so much easier for us to really suffer mentally. So I'm a huge advocate for sleep, something I really push on a lot of my clients as well, just to ensure we're getting that 7 to 8 hours of deep sleep. But then also the daily drops, I rely on that a lot with my anxiety, with my inflammation, and just also being proactive so that I can stay pain-free. Thankfully, knock on wood, I have not suffered any pain in years now with my back, and I know a lot of that has to do with the fact that I have made not only my physical health a priority, but also my mental health.
Yes, absolutely. And with it being Mental Health Awareness Month, how do you feel as though that your product is going to be able to help enhance people's lives? Maybe some people that are struggling with some mental situations.
Yeah, and kind of what Megan said, our drops specifically, since you're consuming them, the CBD actually is known to help with anti-anxiety, anti-depression, and with our nightly drops specifically too, and how Megan said, if people aren't getting their quality sleep, you're not going to be able to perform cognitively at 100% during the day. And so we both do health and wellness training outside of the company as well. And that's something that all of our clients always realize, that they're not utilizing their sleep. And it's amazing the amount of people, it's over 40 million Americans suffer from some type of sleeping disorder, which is a direct correlation of mental health. And so we figured that that was kind of the big driver of creating this nightly drops. So it can definitely help you like reduce anxiety, reduce depression, and it's just finding the right dose and finding the right product that really works with your body. And it's all natural, so you can feel good about taking it.
Okay, yeah. I'll raise my hand to being one of the people that deal with sleep issues. Yeah, especially in the middle of this pandemic. Absolutely.
Very common.
Now, a little birdie... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. A little birdie told me that you guys...
I wanted to be transparent.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to be transparent too, that we are, huge advocates of health and wellness and decreasing that making our mental and physical health a priority. And we know that it's not just our products that are going to help you. We're also about increasing that awareness of, moving your body, drinking your water, getting that quality sleep, like prioritizing nutrition and foods. Those are all things that do, of course, help with that mental and physical health as well.
You need a balance.
Yes,
sure.
You need that balance.
You can't just take one thing and expect
to fix everything. Absolutely. Now, a little birdie told me that you guys have a new product that just launched this week. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, so we were super pumped up to release this product. It's a recovery butter, which is organic cocoa butter. But outside of that, we have 750 milligrams of CBD in there, so it's really good for fighting inflammation as well as pain. And then it has a couple other natural extracts, such as blood orange, arnica, and chamomile, which play a huge role in all the synergy from the CBD and the extracts to help relieve that inflammation and that pain.
Looking forward to that. That sounds really awesome. I'm sure there are a lot of people that could absolutely use that right now, including myself.
Yeah, we released it on Thursday, and we've been already getting amazing reviews already.
Wow, that is awesome. So, okay, last but certainly not least. Now, you guys said that you came from the East Coast. You went to the West Coast. Things were a little bit smoother out there. You know, we've noticed that things are a little bit more liberal, a little bit more open on the West Coast. When do you guys feel like the East Coast is maybe possibly going to pick up a little bit more when it comes to CBD?
From what I've noticed, it is starting to slowly pick up, slowly but surely.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a slow progression. I feel like the East Coast is a little bit delayed sometimes as the West Coast, but that's kind of why we really feel so important to kind of spread education in terms of the benefits of CBD, because there are a lot of misconceptions of CBD and just cannabis in general. And so that's one of our actual core values is education, because we want to make sure that people aren't avoiding some type of cure or something that could help them out just because of a misconception.
Gotcha. Now, Ben, Megan, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you beyond words. Let everyone know the best way to get in contact with you guys, of course, to check out the product, and of course to follow you across social media.
Yeah, so my personal Instagram is FitLittleMeg. I am a health coach. I also have another business, the Positively Fit Community, that really focuses on mental and physical health. But our Instagram is going to just be Terp Nutrition, so you can definitely look us up at Terp Nutrition. And
TerpNutrition.com is our website where we post a lot of different blogs, a lot of different case studies as well. And then we also actually created a code for anybody listening into the podcast today to save 15% on their first order. And it's Ash Said It as the coupon code, just to hook you guys up a little bit, especially during this awesome month.
Yes, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate that. Appreciate you guys. Much more success. I definitely want you guys back on the show when there's new stuff. I know there's going to be all kinds of stuff popping up the next couple of months. But I definitely want you guys to come back, talk about your new products. But also I had another question. This is like a bonus question. This is this total bonus question here. Okay, so the name, Terp Nutrition. Where did the name come from?
Yeah, that's a really, really great question. So terp is actually a short word for terpenes, which are not natural compounds found in all living plants. And so a lot of what terpenes are, they're actually known to give plants the odor of the smell. So when you're looking at the science behind whole plant healing, you don't only look at like the cannabinoids. You're actually looking at the cannabinoids, the terpenes, the flavonoids, a lot of the other compounds that come in the plant. Yeah. And so our products, we call them, we refer to them as full spectrum, because you have a whole array of all of the benefits of the plant, including the terpenes, which really drive the therapeutic effect of the product.
Wow. That was really deep. I like it. That totally works. But I appreciate you guys, and thank each and every one of you guys for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.